Good afternoon, yogis. My name is Cassandra, and I'm going to be guiding us through today's practice. Today we're going to get started in a standing position on our mats. If you want to grab any props, or if you like to use props, you can get some blocks if you have access to blocks, or you can also use like a large book around the same size. You can also use a strap if that helps you get a little bit deeper into your stretches, and you can also use a blanket to support your knees or maybe even your tailbone when we're sitting on the floor or we have our knees on the floor. So before I get started with the opening meditation, I am gonna be doing today's class based off of one of the yamas and niyamas, which is in Ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-harming, and I think with everything going on this week, that's something that's good to focus on, is non-harming. No matter what we do, what we think, what we speak, we can always check in with ourselves, and we can always check in with our intention and with our purpose. And just a good practice is always to check in and make sure that our intention or our purpose of whatever we're gonna do, speak, think, tweet, whatever, is non-harming. So I think that's something that we can marinate in throughout our practice. How we can work on this on our yoga mat is listening to your body and knowing your intention. When you're going deeper into a stretch, just understanding whether are you going deeper because you feel like you should be going deeper, or but your body's really telling you not to. Listen to your body and don't harm your body. And it's also just the thoughts that circulate in your mind throughout practice, because of course, the purpose of yoga is to clear our minds, but as these thoughts start to come, just acknowledge them and ask yourself, are these non-harming thoughts? With everything going on, I don't want to get into it too much, but we don't have the power to control other people. We have the power to control and heal ourselves. What we can do is lead by an example. So when a lot of people aren't feeling safe right now, a lot of people, no matter where they stand, are not feeling safe. A lot of people aren't feeling safe in their body. And a lot of people feel like they don't have any personal power, and that their personal power has been taken away from them. And a lot of people have never really had a chance to develop them just because of the system in which they grew up in. So what I wanted to do is do a meditation that draws attention to our root chakra, because the root chakra deals with safety and security. It also deals with your home, and we want to remember that our body is the home of our soul. So we want to feel safe in our home and embrace our home and know that our home was designed perfectly for us, and that we are meant to be in the home in which we were assigned to. And then I also want to focus or draw attention during the meditation to our solar plexus chakra, which is located underneath the rib cage right here. This deals with personal power amongst a lot of other things, but for this purpose is for personal power, and just understanding that we do have access to our personal power, and that yes, there's things that happen that take that power away from us, but we're allowed to take it back. So having that personal power and knowing that you have that can help you think a little bit more clearly and help you act from a place of non-harming. And then also I want to address, I think we should address the heart chakra, because I think a lot of people are hurt right now and wounded, and they're frustrated, and there's a lot of passion And with passion comes rage sometimes, which is understandable. So I think that we should draw some attention to our heart chakra and then also to the throat chakra, because I think a lot of people don't feel heard and they haven't felt heard in a really long time. And I think that that's resulting in a lot of things that are going on right now. So I want to start off with the standing meditation so that we can all feel powerful in our own bodies, standing strong. And then we're going to do a more of a gentle side of the vinyasa. So it'll be a shorter flow, just because that's where I'm personally at energy-wise. And yeah, just for this week, it'll be a little bit of a shorter flow, but I definitely wanted to leave you with some movement in your bodies and give you a nice meditation. So let's get started on our mats. You can stand with your feet together, hip width distance apart, and I would say just do whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, and also do whatever makes you feel the most powerful and the best in your own body. If you are standing with your feet hip width distance apart, you want to make sure that they're directly underneath the hip bones, so they don't need to be as wide as you think your actual hips are, just directly underneath the hip bones. Let's close up the eyes. And before we start instructing the breath or doing a pattern of breath, just take note of what kind of breath it is that you have. Is it short and shallow? Is it deep and long? It's not wrong if your breath is short and shallow. It's okay. It's understandable. This may mean that you're feeling a little bit anxious. You may be feeling that maybe you're angry, or you have some sort of maybe you have an unpleasant emotion, and maybe you're just excited. And that's sometimes your heart can race, and you can have a shorter breath when you're just really excited about something. But what we want to do is slow down the breath and bring more awareness to the breath so that we can take longer, deeper inhales and exhales. So let's work towards that. And I'm going to invite you to do a cleansing exhale, and you can be a little bit more vocal. So we'll take a deep inhale, filling up. Fill up your belly, and as you fill up your belly, bring that awareness. Open mouth, exhale. Just release. And you can release whatever it is that you feel like you need to release. And let's continue to do that a few more times, just to bring us back into our space. And here I would like to begin to draw the attention down to your feet, so that we're pressing into all four corners of the feet, pressing down deep into the mat. And these feet, they're attached to your tailbone. Although you may not see directly that your feet are attached to your tailbone, within the limbs, they're there, and that's where the root comes from. So draw attention to the base of your spine, to your tailbone, where your root chakra lies. And imagine the luminous red color, your favorite shade of red. Imagine that this circulates and flows down your limbs into the feet, to the bases and the soles of your feet. This luminous red color, like veins, begins to create roots. Roots that draw down deep into the center of the earth, Mother Earth, your planet as a human being, your planet that you have a right to be on, that you have air in which you have the right to breathe. And you begin to notice as these roots draw down into the center of the earth that these roots are strong. They're solid. They are resilient. And these roots, as they draw down to the center of the earth, they take our energy as we exhale, clearing them out, and they transform them into something beautiful. And we draw that beautiful energy back up with our roots into our bodies, the soles of our feet, up to the base of our spine, the center of our root chakra. And from our root chakra, we draw this energy up through our sacral chakra, here at our solar plexus, our center of personal power. And we can pause here and see how this feels. Maybe right now it's feeling empty. Maybe it feels as if there's a pit in your stomach. Something's off. It doesn't feel good. And as we continue to breathe, vocally if you need to, open mouth exhales if you need to, let's just examine this chakra, this solar plexus chakra, and let's examine where we are at and how we feel about our personal power. And it's okay if you feel like that's been taken from you. And it's okay if you don't feel like you have any. You've done nothing wrong. But just know that you have the right to refill this area, refill this cup, and take it back with peace and with love. So again, circulating from your solar plexus, down your spine, through your sacral chakra, through your root chakra, through your limbs, through the soles of your feet, these roots draw down into the center of the earth. Exhaling feelings of doubt, unworthiness, transforming this into personal power, resilience, strength, confidence. And as we inhale, we draw this energy back up into our bodies, into our solar plexus. And instead of this dim yellow light, that which we may have seen in this area or space before, it shines bright like the sun, luminous, radiant, giving and giving inspiringly without asking anything in return, because that's strength. Non-harming, just giving. And from this place of our solar plexus, we work our way up to our heart chakra, and we examine it with truth, with honesty. Is there pain here? Is there frustration? Is there rage? And we acknowledge it and we examine it without judgment. We accept whatever it is that's there, understanding and compassion for ourselves, for feeling these emotions, compassion towards others or anyone who may feel this as well. And again, from our wounded heart chakra, we travel down our spine, these roots which extend all the way throughout our body, throughout our limbs, throughout the soles of our feet, transforming this pain at the center of the earth into something beautiful which is love, compassion, peace, and joy, which as a human, as a being of this earth, we all deserve to experience and feel and have the right to. we transform this energy into something beautiful, and we draw it back up through the soles of our feet, throughout our limbs, through our tailbone, throughout our spine, throughout our rib cage, up to the center of the heart, where this once color may have been dim, damaged, broken. Now it shines bright like an emerald green. We breathe. We make our way up to our throat chakra. And maybe it feels blocked. We continue to breathe, but maybe right now, as you focus on your throat chakra, it feels like you can't breathe. Maybe you've cried out and you haven't been heard. And maybe this makes you sad, frustrated, angry, depressed. Maybe you feel hopeless. Whatever feelings that arise, it's okay. Again, we have compassion for ourselves. We have compassion and we acknowledge what arises within ourselves and what arises within others, as it's their personal experience, and we experience this ourselves. And as we breathe from our throat chakra, this energy, unwanted energy, travels down our spine, throughout our limbs, throughout the soles of our feet, again into the center of the earth, transforming into something beautiful, transforming into truth, transforming into transparency, transforming into being heard. And as you're here, transforming this energy, you can affirm to yourself what it is that you want for your throat chakra, what it is that you want for your communication. And I think a good one is that I am well received, I am easily understood, I am heard, I live and I speak my truth without fear. All actions, words, expressions come from a place of love and compassion. You can choose your affirmations. If those ones don't resonate with you, I give you a little bit of time. And when you're ready, you draw this transformed energy back up through the soles of your feet, through your limbs, throughout the base of your spine, all the way up through your heart, back to your throat. And maybe once where there was no color at all, this aqua blue shines bright from the center of your throat. You breathe, knowing that you can speak your truth. You can be heard with love and compassion. And we travel up throughout our third eye, up to our crown, up to the heavens, to the divine, knowing that no matter who you are, where you came from, what your skin looks like, what you look like, what your abilities are, you are a creation of the divine. You are a divine creation. You are a divine being. You deserve every right to be here. You are assigned to this house, to this home that is your body for a reason. And that is exactly where you are supposed to be. And this energy draws down from the heavens through the crown of our head, all the way through our spine, down to our tailbone, through our limbs, throughout the bases of our feet, through the roots, down into the center of the earth. It flows up and down, returning and receding, gently and transforming. We breathe. Slowly begin to winkle your fingertips, your toes, roll around your ankles and your wrists, roll around your neck. When you're ready, you can slowly begin to open up your eyes. So that was kind of a really long meditation. So hopefully that was okay. I just thought it was important to do that. So let's get some movement going. Let's get to the actual yoga class. So standing here, since we're already here, we're going to draw our feet down into the mat. Again, feet can be together, hip width distance apart. We'll inhale our arms up overhead, gazing up towards the sky, finding our palms together to touch. Exhaling, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat spine, gazes straight down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, biceps frame the ears. Exhale, cactus your arms, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. We haven't warmed up yet, so only go as far as you can. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna plant the hands and make our way onto hands and knees in our tabletop position. If you need to, you can grab for your blanket to soften your knees. We want to make sure that our shoulders are above the wrists, our hips are above the knees. From here, I want to work through just a quick cat-cow. We'll just do 3 rounds. So inhale as you drop your belly down, work your tailbone up towards the sky, lift your gaze. Exhale as you press into the palms, dome your upper spine, drop your crown into your cat pose. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze, drop the belly down into your cow. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, drop your crown down, tuck your tailbone in. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. And inhale back into a neutral spine. From here, we're just gonna take our right foot, we're gonna flex the foot back towards our face, and we're gonna bring it over towards the left side of the mat, or the outside of the left mat, but over towards the left, and we're just gonna lean back, back and forth and use some movements to just kind of warm up our calf muscles, stretch out our hamstring. And then you can inhale back to center, keep it lifted, and then we're gonna come into a gate pose. But on the way, we're gonna open up our hips a little bit. So you wanna bring your right foot over towards the right side of the mat now, and make sure that the toes are pointing straight forward. And let's just lean back and forth a few times. So exhale as you press back. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward, and we're gonna crawl the hands back. We'll stack our shoulders above our hips. If you need to, tuck this bent knee, or tuck, the left toes, you can do that to help you have a little bit more stability. You wanna draw your tailbone down, and you wanna reach your crown up towards the sky. Inhale your arms up overhead, biceps frame the ears, find length. Exhale, reach up and over towards the right side, gaze up towards the sky. Just breathe. Remembering that Ahimsa Non-Harming. We're not going to harm ourselves. And we never want to have the intention to harm anyone else. Inhale as you find length. Exhale as you go a little bit deeper. Inhale back to center. Exhale, plant the palms. Bring your right knee back, and we're going to take this on the other side. So pressing into the palms, we're going to inhale as we lift our left leg high, flexing the left foot back towards our face, and we're going to bring the left foot over towards the right side and lean back, stretching out our calf or hamstring, gently rocking back and forth, breathing and allowing movement here. And then inhale back to center. And as you exhale, left foot comes over towards the left side. Just move this chair. Left foot comes over to the left side. Toes are pointing straight forward. And we're setting up for gate pose, but on our way, we're just going to open up our hips. So as we exhale, we're going to press back. Inhale, shift forward. And as you do this, you feel a nice stretch in your hips, the back of your knees, the back of your hamstrings, the inner thighs. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward. Crawl the hands back. Stack your hips above your knees. Inhale as you reach the arms high. Biceps frame the ears, draw your tailbone down. Exhale, reach up and over towards the left, gaze up towards the sky. Breathe. Inhale as you find length, exhale as you go a little bit deeper. And inhale back to center, biceps frame the ears. Exhale, plant the palms. Bring your left knee back, and we're back here in a tabletop position. So from our tabletop, we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to press our chest back, pike our hips up, moving into our downward facing dog. Just begin to pedal out the legs, warming up here, breathing. Allow this to be a little bit of a stretch. Maybe you place a bend in your left knee and you peek under your right shoulder, stretching out the back of the left leg, the back of the right leg. And then you switch sides, you place a bend in the right knee and you peek under the left shoulder, stretching out the back of the left leg. You come back to center, place a bend in the knees, inhale as we gaze forward, exhale, we're gonna hop or step your way to the top of the mat. From the top of the mat, I'd like for us to forward fold, Vinyasa. If you want to, grab your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. From here, with the blocks, I want to cross our left foot over our right. Place our right palm on top of one of the blocks, and then inhale as we lift our left arm up towards the sky. Breathing, gentle twist. Exhale, forward fold. If you're not able to do the cross twist, you can also open twist the opposite way. And then we're going to switch out the legs and cross the left leg, and right leg's going to come on top. You're going to place your left palm on the block, and then you're going to inhale your right arm up towards the sky. And again, if you can't cross twist, for example, if you're expecting, you can open twist as well. Whatever feels best in your body and feels safe. Whatever's not harming to your body. Exhale, forward fold, and cross both legs. If you still want to have your hands on blocks because that's easier for you, then you do that. And then gentle bend in the knees, inhale, sweep the arms high, extended mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine the heart forward, gaze up. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Find the palms together to touch. Exhale, hands through heart center. Pause here. Set your intention, whatever intention that is. And I would maybe give just a light suggestion that whatever your intention is, you also lace in with that non-harming, that maybe throughout the day, throughout all of your actions today, all of your thoughts, all the words that you speak, maybe you check yourself or you check in with yourself and see, is this harming towards myself or towards anyone else? Slowly release. And we're gonna plant our palms, step back into a high plank position. From the high plank, I've been doing this in my classes. You have the option to do a regular vinyasa, which you would inhale, shift forward, exhale, chaturanga, straighten out the arms into up dog, exhale, press back into downward facing dog. I'm gonna do undulations. This is a good option if you're expecting. If you're expecting, do not do the upward facing dog. It's not safe. You can also always drop down to your knees and do cat-cow if you're expecting. You're still doing this flow. And again, if you want to do the regular vinyasa, but maybe you need modifications, you can always drop your knees. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can just go straight to downward facing dog. So from your high plank, exhale, bend the knees, moving through hovering tabletop, straighten out the legs into your down dog. Normally I do this 3 directions, 3 ways, 1 direction, 3 ways the other, but we're just gonna do 1 way, 1 direction, 1 way the other. So that's going back and then reversing it. Exhale through hovering tabletop, inhale into high plank, exhale downward facing dog. So that's gonna be our transition, or the transition that I will be guiding today. It's called undulation. But you can always just do regular vinyasa if you want. From your down dog, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, just step your right foot in between the hands. Take your time getting there, no rush whatsoever. Inhale, arms up over the head. Now you're in your high crescent lunge. Take a moment here to check your alignment. Is your front knee past your ankle? If so, you need to bring it back. Is your tailbone drawing down? If so, good job. Are your shoulders away from the ears? Is your crown reaching up high towards the sky? All these things we want to check on. As we exhale, we're going to pivot the back foot, open up into our warrior 2, gaze over the front fingertips, breathe. We want to be pressing into the knife edge of the back foot. We want our tailbone drawing down still. We want to be opening up this front knee towards the right side of the room. And we want to breathe. As we inhale, we're going to reach up and over, reversing our warrior, high-fiving the back wall. Again, breathing. Maintaining that lunge. As we exhale, we're going to reach forward. You can tick-tock the arms, coming into your side angle. Continue to press open, breathe. Gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, straighten out the front leg. Bring your arms forward. We're gonna pivot this back foot at a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna allow a little bit more space between our feet so that we're able to square our hips forward. So take your time getting there, it's not a rush. Once your hips are squared forward, we're gonna make sure that both legs are straight. You can have a micro bend in the front knee if you need to. With our tailbone drawing down, inhale the arms up over your head, find length. Exhale, hinge forward with a flat spine. We're moving into our pyramid pose. And you can grab for your blocks if you need to. Inhale as you find length. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale as you find length. Exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. We bend to the front knee. Rise into your warrior one. Stand strong here. You are resilient. You are strong. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back into your high plank position. And we're gonna move through whatever transition you want. I'll be guiding us through our undulations. From our high plank, we're gonna bend our knees, moving through hovering tabletop, straightening out into downward facing dog, and then we're gonna re-bend our knees, moving through hovering tabletop, inhaling into our high plank, exhaling into down dog. We're gonna take this flow on the opposite side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Check your alignment and breathe. Exhale, pivot open. Warrior two. Heel to arch alignment in the feet. Gazes over your front fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior, high five the back wall. Stand strong, maintain your lunge, breathe. Exhale, reach forward, tick-tock the arms, side angle pose, spiral your heart up towards the sky, breathe. You got this. You are resilient. Inhale, rise, straighten out the legs, and just adjust so it's not super smooth, but we want our feet to be at least hip width distance apart. You may need to have them wider. I need to have my feet wider. Front foot's gonna be facing straight forward. We want the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Square the hips, draw your tailbone down. We're setting up for a pyramid pose. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, hinge forward with a flat spine. You're gonna feel a really, really nice stretch on the back of your knees and your hamstrings. Grab for your blocks if you need to. You don't want to round your spine on this one. Inhale as you find length. Exhale as you hinge a little bit deeper. So we're not doing hot style pyramid. We're just doing stretch pyramid. Hot pyramid is for your thyroid, and this pyramid is more focused on the stretch in your hamstrings and the back of your knees. And when we work into basically anything below your tailbone, you're working on your root chakra. When you're ready, re-bend the front knee. Inhale as you rise into your warrior one. Strong warrior one. Breathe. You are resilient. And you can affirm that to yourself as well when you're standing in this posture to bring back some personal power by saying, I am resilient. I have personal power. I am strong. I am worthy. I am heard. And as you exhale, you plant the palms, step your left foot back, move into your high plank. Now here you can move through your vinyasa or through your undulation. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. Your choice, but we'll all meet in downward facing dog whenever you're ready. From down dog, we're gonna move through that flow. Just one more time, breath to movement. So like I said, more of a gentle vinyasa flow today, keeping it light, especially because the meditation was a little bit longer. Inhale your right leg high, exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge, stand strong. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Inhale, high five the back wall, reverse your warrior. Exhale, tick-tock the arms, side angle pose. Inhale, rise, straighten out the front leg, set up for your pyramid. Front toes point forward, back foot at a 45-degree angle, hips are squared forward. Inhale, arms up over your head, draw your tailbone down. Exhale, hinge forward with a flat back, pyramid pose, grab for blocks if you need them. Breathe. Rebend to the front knee. Inhale as you rise into your warrior one. Give yourself a few affirmations. Breathe. I deserve to breathe. Exhale, plant the palms, step your right foot back. Move to your high plank, your vinyasa, whatever it is, your undulation. We'll all meet in down dog, taking this on the other side, and then we're gonna cool off. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, place the left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Gaze is over your front fingertips. Inhale, high five the back wall, reverse your warrior, breathe. Exhale, tick-tock the arms, side angle pose. Spiral your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, straighten out both legs. Rise as you set up on the exhale for your pyramid pose. Your front left foot's gonna be pointing straight forward. Your back right foot's at a 45-degree angle or squaring the hips. Draw your tailbone down. As you inhale, arms up over your head. Find length. Exhale, hinge forward with a flat back. Breathe. Inhale as you find length. Exhale as you hinge a little bit deeper. Rebending the front knee. Inhale as you rise into your warrior one. Stand strong. Exhale, plant the palms. Step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa or your undulations. We meet in downward facing dog. From your down dog, we're going to drop down to our knees, coming into a child's pose. So we're going to bring our knees to the wide edges of the mat, the toes together to touch. We're going to sink our hips back towards our heels, crawl the hands forward. If you're like me and you like to get a really deep shoulder stretch, you can place your palms on top of the blocks for a deeper shoulder stretch. Allow your forehead to rest on the mat, and we'll just breathe here for, let's do 5 rounds of breath, and I want a vocal exhale. Deep inhales, vocal exhale. from here, we're gonna shift forward, swing the legs out in front of us, and make our way onto a seat. You may want to use your blanket to support your tailbone. From our seat, we're drawing our tailbone down into the earth. We're going to inhale our arms up overhead, find the palm sailor touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale the arms up over the head, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We're gonna bring our right hand behind the base of our spine, and we're gonna bring our left hand on top of our knee. As we inhale, we find length. Mamas, if you're doing this, please make sure that your hips are squared completely forward. And as we exhale, we're gonna twist over towards the right side, gently wringing out our spine, and we can focus on our solar plexus in this posture, that center of personal power. And as we wring out our spine, we can imagine that we're pressing out any feelings of self-doubt or unworthiness. Inhale back to center, and we're going to take it on the other side. Right hand's going to come to the left knee, left hand's going to come behind your base of your spine. As you inhale, you find length, and as you exhale, you're going to twist over towards the left. Wringing out your spine, releasing any feelings of self-doubt or unworthiness. Breathing. Inhale back to center, arms up over your head, and exhale, we're just gonna crawl the hands forward. Just allow your head to hang heavy and just breathe. We'll just be here for a few rounds of breath. You're gonna feel a nice stretch at the back of your spine, maybe even into your glute muscles. Slowly crawl the hands back. And for Shavasana, you can take a traditional Shavasana, but what I would like to do is set you up for a supported fish pose. And you can take your Shavasana that way, or if you just want to do fish pose for a little bit and still take a traditional Shavasana at the end, you can do that as well. But I'm going to set you up for fish pose. So before we do that, I always like to do a nice Apanasana before we close. So roll onto your spine, hug your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side, just massaging out your tailbone. Breathe. And make your way back up to a seat. And I'm going to show you how you can set up for your supported fish pose. If you have access to blocks, you can place one block at the end of your mat horizontally. This will be like the pillow for your head. And you'll take the other block, and this is going to come a little bit lower down, and you're going to place this vertically, and that's going to come in between your shoulder blades. So like that. And sometimes people like to just place it there and then lay down. You can always adjust it once you're on your way down. If you don't have blocks, but you still want to try the supported fish pose, you can pile up a couple blankets. You can even use a pillow. You just want to have the pillow vertically up to the base of your spine, and you're going to recline down that way. Making your way onto your spine with your props, setting up for the fish pose if you feel comfortable going there. You're going to lower down. Just close up the eyes. This is a heart opener, so we can open up our hearts to that love, that compassion, that peace, that joy that as human beings we deserve to feel and embrace. And open up also our throat chakra so that we can live and speak our truth without fear. And maybe you want to allow your arms to fall open with the palms facing up to receive. And just breathe, settling into your space. Deep inhale, open mouth exhale. I'm going to allow you to stay in that posture for however long you'd like. When you feel ready, you can roll onto either side, removing the props from underneath your spine. Maybe you want to go back into Shavasana. That's always an option, just laying flat on your spine. Or if you're ready to rise, you can roll into a fetal position, allowing your head to rest on your palm or your arm. You can press your palm into the earth, gently rising into a comfortable seat. And with your eyes closed, whether you're still in fish pose or maybe you're in Shavasana now, I'm bringing my hands to heart center. Just a reminder that we say namaste a lot in the yoga community, and just remember what it means. So namaste means that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, love, peace, truth, and beauty within you, because that is also within me. In acknowledging these things, we are the same, we are connected, we are one. So in bowing to today's practice, namaste. Hope that you can have a beautiful day, find some peace, find some love, find some compassion.